Hey, this is Noogie from GardeningTillsGuides.com, and we're going to do Earth versus Garam. But I need you to look at something, right? So we're right above 50%. Like, I will definitely take him over to below 50%. Now, at 50%, he starts doing a different attack pattern. So I've had to remove a considerable amount of my gear to just the bare necessities to make sure that that attack pattern doesn't affect the guide. Now, I could be patient and just wait for somebody to take it below, but you know what? Don't care enough. I want to get this done now, and I'm going to make you the video now. Now, understand that we're going to be doing basically the above 50% attack pattern. Below 50%, the damage gets heavier, and he does an extra lunge. So you just kind of got to work with it. Your damage is probably going to be better towards the higher mark, but it could be a little bit better towards the lower depending on how you're doing your strategy. But we're going to go for 3 chains on ours, which is very specific in the strategy. So that being said, this is our preset that we're using. I'm using this just because we need that weapon skill regen. This is what the preset's supposed to look like, but this is what we're using. I just needed to decrease the damage enough to make this work. So let's give it a go. So the basic premise is we're going to go for 3 chains, which means we, just by the nature of how Guardian Tales works on a 60-second fight, we're going to need to chain fast and just kind of set up everything. We fought this boss once before with Earth, and I remember doing the video for it, and it actually still holds up, but we're going to do this one anyway. So let's get started. First things first, I'm going to run right towards him. Just get all up in his grill. And I'm going to special when I can, as soon as I can. And then he's going to knock me back into Veronica. Special. Immediately get it right back in there. Now I want a special before. I don't want to have 50% there because I want to get another special in. So now it's going to chase me. I'm going to get below that mark so he runs down. Wait a second. And then we're going to special. Get through this. We want to special again before this is done. Perfect. Alright, cool. Now we actually hit the 50% mark, so damage kind of changes a little bit. But we're going to wait to special until the 6-second mark. Oh, you see? That's what happens. That's why we wait. Either way. Yeah, that's how it is. So you kind of want to, if at all possible, line it up so your special will get him no matter where he is. But either way, we're going to try that again. Just showing you that that can happen. But otherwise, we're on track for a perfect run. So the fight always starts off the same, just special in his face, or auto attack in his face, special as soon as you can. Get right back up in his face, try to get the special off before you, yay, got it. Now that won't mess your run up if you get 50%, you just have 1 less weapon skill to use. So he's going to hit 50% during this probably. Right here. Okay, so the next chain is going to do it. So I'm going to bring him out here. So no matter what. So we got our 3rd chain. Now, if I were doing that with my full gear in this raid tier, it'd probably be around 26 million, 25 to 27 million, basically. Right now, it's a lot lower, obviously, but still pretty good. But like I said, it doesn't really matter what your gear is so much as long as you execute the strategy. I mean, we're playing on a KR account where my stuff is kind of gimped comparatively to what I would normally get. So yeah, like just so long as you execute the strategy. If you have the correct weapon skill regen, you should be able to do this on any gear level. It's going to knock us back a little bit. We're going to special again. We're immediately going to chain. And then we want to get this off before the stun's over. Oop, barely got it. Alright, I want to go below it a little bit. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Alright, looking pretty good. He's going to go into his rage mode here as we hit 50%. I'm just going to kind of move him around a little bit because I want him towards the middle. Ooh, got a nice little crit there. Don't know who it was, but brought us to 15-7. So I mean, like, that's the strat. You see how we're getting that the three chains off? Now, I'll play it out a little differently. I mean, what we just did twice is exactly what you need to do. I'll play it off slightly differently, just so you can kind of see the difference. So what I'm going to do is because this can happen, I'm going to go a little slow on the weapon skill afterwards, right? So right now I want to get it. All right, so now we got 50% rather than the 45 that I want. So if I special now, he's going to stun, right? So I don't want to do that. So I want to get him over here, get him over there. Still got to wait it out a little bit. Now I can go. So you saw how we just basically lost a weapon skill to that? That's not ideal, but you can still make it work. Kind of tricked us there. Because usually at 6 seconds, she's going to pour to the middle. If she's already in an attack, maybe she won't. So, I mean, you can still get it done. You just got to be a little bit more patient. You're going to lose a weapon skill. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. But that's the fight. It's not that hard. It takes a little practice. The main thing that you could mess up on is just forgetting to count to like 2 after the wolf dodges down. Before the second chain. The other thing to note is that, remember, once past 50%, the wolf changes, right? You can't just take those shots. A lot of the time the damage gets a little heavy, so you got to play a little smarter. But either way, you're a legend. You're going to figure this out. I will talk to y'all later. Beat 'em up.